Hi everybody, it's Jay here from FreedomForge. I'm just here to show you an implementation of a swarming algorithm, also called a flocking or herding algorithm, which is a well-known form of emergent artificial intelligence whereby you simulate a kind of collective intelligence through a simple algorithmic agent-based intelligence. So let's see how this works. So what these are they're meant to simulate sheep, and what they're doing right now is they're forming flocks. So each agent has three competing priorities on which way to go. The first is he tries to match the velocity of the flock. So whichever way the flock is moving, he's going to try to go. He also tries to get to the center of the flock, so wherever the average center point of all the individual agents are, it tries to walk toward that center. And third, it tries to avoid other individuals in the flock. So those three competing priorities basically tell the agent where to go on each frame. So this will kind of just keep going forever. It kind of looks more like a flock of, or a school of fish right now than a flock of sheep, but I'm still working on it. This is a prototype for a upcoming game that I'm making with my wife Lindsay about sheepdogs and steering a flock of sheep with a border collie. So this was kind of a proof of concept, trying to get the flocking algorithm for the sheep to work. And this is kind of a basic working model. It still needs to be refined to look a little bit more realistic, but the basic idea is working. So they'll just kind of keep floating around forever here. But once we develop the game further, there'll be a dog that chases them around, and you'll use the touch screen to move the dog and try to steer the flock of sheep. One thing that still needs to be done is wall avoidance. You can see they're kind of just stupidly bumping into the wall and then just kind of putting around more. They need to be able to avoid that wall to begin with. So that's what's going to come up next, but I'm pretty happy with these results. I'll just start it again so we can see the flocks form. So they're all scattered around in random places, and they find their nearest neighbors and form little sub-flocks. And as those smaller flocks wander around, they meet up with bigger flocks, and the cohesion takes over and tends towards a larger and larger flock until it eventually every individual on the screen will end up in the big flock. So this is Jay from FreedomForge, showing you a demo of emergent artificial intelligence using a flocking algorithm. Special thanks to Ben Buckley from the University of Bath, whose research paper I used to implement this code.